And now, sci-fi mamacita.
I say, what's up, party people? Welcome to Thursday or Friday Eve in the Galactic Café.
Hey, we are not your Shamu. I told you, they don't care.
There's got to be a way out of here. I mean, that child belongs with his parents.
Why don't you ask?
Ethically bound to side
Of
with the
course.
parents in favor of correcting the condition.
Condition. So to you people, being a woman's like having chronic diarrhea.
Well, Kel, I think we should focus.
Hey,
on...
Doc, I'm not feeling well. I've had the tits all day.
Captain Vorak, I will not allow that child to be taken off the Orville without Bortus's consent. Look, I suggest we all just take a beat here.
Hi, ho, neighbors. How is everybody doing today? Or get off the screen. So, hope everybody's doing good. Hello, LSD's Net 69. I love the screen names over on TikTok. They're so funny. So, what's everybody up to? Polls check. We're going to go through the chat here in a second. I got to fix something. Oh, boy. So, all right. Hello, Kimberly and Johnson. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Yes, that's my name. Say it again. I'll tell you the same. What's up, Snortapoopiscue Bird, my favorite polar bear? He actually got up in time from his nap to join us. So, what's up, man? Hope you're doing good. Hello, Lady Mist. Hope you're doing well today. I love the flowers. They're so pretty. Yeah. Saying hello to everybody. Thank you, Stream Elements, for all of your help with all of our bots. We appreciate it in helping us promote our friends and our social media. So you need help with your social media and promoting things out, go see Stream Elements. It's free. They also help with campaigns, but I don't have enough people over on Twitch to do the campaigns. So, and I guess I don't have enough going on YouTube for those campaigns too. So, but you know, you can make money. You can make money that way. I have wonderful news. I'm so excited. We cracked 3,500 subscribers. Yay. I think I've got clapping. Hold on. Yep. So excited. It's been a love affair for 3 years, trying to get just above. I never thought we would get above 1,000, and we did. And so, and then you fall over with a thud. Snort, you're funny. But thank you guys so much. Not only are we growing on YouTube, but we're growing on my personal Instagram. It's like exploded. It's really weird. Like we're almost to 3,700 there. Now I've dropped off on X. That's because people are leaving in droves to go to Blue Sky. But TikTok, I cannot believe we're growing on TikTok. I mean, it's almost 800. Sorry, I keep playing with, I hate my hair right now. So anyways, oh, thank you, Snort. But you guys have all helped us grow. We appreciate it. Let's keep growing. Let's get more people to come join us because sci-fi is fantastic. Lady Mist, am I doing another? Are we setting another goal and another challenge? I still have to go ziplining. So I did the blue hair. Didn't keep it, but I did it. So it faded really bad. It was all over my fingers. Okay. So the box brand I used was called Good Die Young by Hayley Williams. She's the lead singer of Paramore. And I love the color. It was so beautiful. It was beautiful. It's just, it doesn't stay like it's supposed to. Now, somebody said, well, you didn't use the right one. You should have went and used Arctic Fox. Well, I couldn't afford Arctic Fox. So, hello, Nine Live CEO. Welcome to the Galactic Café. Sci-Fi Mombie Security approves your username. Don't you, Bootsy? Captain Boots, what's up? Boots, kitty, kitty, kitty. Peekaboo. He's looking at me like, shut up, Mom. All right. So what's everybody? Okay, I know it's Friday Eve. So what's everybody doing this weekend? I'm not doing anything but Instacarting. And Autumn's Play starts this weekend. Hello, Aunt Jamie. Welcome to the Galactic Cafe over there on Instagram. Thank you so much for joining us. Appreciate it. And then I do have quotes of the day for the Orville. I have them all. This is how bad I am. I had it all ready to go. And I got so busy this morning with work that it just totally forgot. So when I get off here, I will make sure those get posted. But let's go ahead and jump. Oh, yes. Before I do that, got a couple pop culture news issues of the day before we go to good news of the day. Happy birthday, Whoopi Goldberg. Today is Whoopi Goldberg's birthday. Okay, thank you. Okay, go away. So get out there, wish Whoopi a happy birthday. We all know her from either the movie Ghost, New Jack City, Made in America. What else has Whoopi been in? Of course, we all of us Star Trekkies know her as Guinan on Next Generation. So happy birthday, Whoopi Goldberg. And some sad news. Journalist for ABC News, Jim Avila, he was so great. He was a war correspondent, hard-hitting journalist. He was a part of the Mark Thompson show. So a really good friend of Mark Thompson and Kim over there. Love you guys, by the way. He passed away overnight. He was 69 years old. So that bothers me. That's my dad's age. That's the Grand Admiral Dadby's age. So scary. Hello, Christine. Welcome to the Galactic Café. Hope you're doing great today. Don't forget to smash those hearts, smash that like button, share out the stream, please, and thank you. Let's get more friends to come join us. By the way, got to give you a little note. I may not be broadcasting on X after a couple here in the next few days until next Wednesday. I can't pay the bill. So I'll work on it this weekend. I'm also worried because I'm about to lose my Google One storage, and I'm like, so things are just, money is tight right now. Money is tight. So, oh boy. Hello, Kendrick Slim and Gary Hartunian, really? Welcome to the Galactic Cafe. I hope you're doing great today. Hartunian, that's great. So, let's get in. Oh, by the way, I posted a little ditty. Hasta la vista, the American penny. The penny was phased out by the U.S. Mint yesterday. 230 years of the penny. Hasta luego. So, rest in peace. We are now either going, if it's under 5, it goes to 0. If it's over 5, it goes, to 5 cents. So, how do y'all feel about that? Hello, Carmen. How are you? It's good to see you. Good to see you, my family member. Hope you're doing great. So tell me what you think about that in the chat. I'm really curious what you all think about the penny. Now, Canada did away with this about 10 or 15 years ago, and they have loved it ever since. I'm doing good, just hanging in there. Work, school, kids, all the normal stuff. So, but yeah, tell me what you think in the chat about the penny. I think we should have done it a long time ago, but 230 years of a currency, that's a long time. Considering America is 250 next year. Hello, Fred. What's up? They abolished the penny. Yep. Canada hasn't dug their own grave. They're doing just fine without it. So I look forward to it. I'm tired of weird ass dollar amounts on my utility bill and my other bills and the grocery store. So I'm looking forward to it. But anywho, all right. Let us talk some good news of the day. You're funny, Fred. Fred's funny. Looking, that is. I don't know what Fred looks like. Nah, don't bring it back. It costs more to make a penny, Fred, than to have the currency, right? No, seriously. So the copper is like, and to melt it down and produce the penny, it's like, what was it, like 12 cents? And the penny's worth a penny, 1 cent. So you're losing 11 cents on each. And now that we're having trouble getting vital minerals and metals, thanks to our lovely Kinkles, Dick. I'll just call him Kinks. we're in a tariff war with China, and that's where we normally get a lot of our metals and vital minerals and all that stuff. So, do you see me rolling my eyes? What's up, John the Beagle Dad? Welcome. Meathead complaints. Did you just call me a meathead? Yeah, I love you too, John. All right. Let me see. You know, John, it's really great when you do this part, you know.
We ain't found shit.
Yep. So, and of course, I like to fight back at the trolls.
Later. We'll talk later. Okay, go on. Go on. Go play in traffic.
Oh, play in traffic. All right, moving on. Let's do our good news of the day. Today's quote from goodnewsnetwork.org is the human race has one really effective weapon, and that is laughter. That is so true. That is so true. Good old Mark Twain grew up in Hannibal, Missouri, otherwise known as Samuel Clemens. Hello, Roland. Welcome to the Galactic Café. Hope you're doing great today. So, good old Mark Twain. Oh, let's see here. Something about hornets. Oh, God. Okay. New gel regrows dental enamel, which humans cannot do and could revolutionize tooth care. Okay. If you're like me, I hate the dentist. I used to love the dentist, but I can't stand it anymore because normally if they can't save my tooth, they want to do a root canal and a crown. I can't afford that. So I usually just have a pulled tooth. But this sounds promising. Chemists in England have created a gel that can repair and regenerate tooth enamel, opening up new possibilities for effective and long-lasting dental treatment. The gel can be rapidly applied to teeth in the same way dentists currently apply standard fluoride treatments. However, this new protein-based gel is fluoride-free and works by mimicking key features of the natural proteins that guide the growth of dental enamel in infancy. The findings have been published in Nature. I need to write that down. Nature Communications. I want to read this. Dental gel. Scientists from the University of Nottingham. Nottingham? Okay. Is there a sheriff? Just kidding. School of Pharmacy, in collaboration with an international team of researchers, sought a method of treatment for addressing this major cause of tooth decay, which is estimated to be associated with a full 50% of all tooth problems in the world. These 50% of problems don't merely lead to obvious infections like dental caries, cavities, and tooth loss, but are also heavily associated with conditions such as diabetes and cardiovascular disease. It's absolutely fucking true. If you have teeth issues, get your heart checked. It's true. They fit together very well. Arterial plaque, the substance that can impede blood flow and cause stroke and heart attacks, has been found to contain bacterial biofilms in the periodontal environment. Think about the next time you want to skip flossing. Flossers are cheap. They're $1 a bag at Walmart. Hello, Stenro. Welcome. Thank you all so much. Don't forget to smash those hearts, please, and thank you. Come on, get me up there. And I would love 5 roses if you would, please, and thank you. I'd appreciate it. When applied, the scientist experimental gel creates a thin and robust layer that impregnates teeth, filling holes and cracks in them. Cool. Then it functions as a scaffold that takes calcium and phosphate ions from saliva and promotes the controlled growth of new mineral in a process called epitaxial mineralization. Cool. This enables the new mineral to be organized and integrated to the underlying natural tissue while recovering both the structure and properties of natural healthy enamel. It can also be applied on top of exposed dentine, growing an enamel-like layer on top of dentine, which is your nerve, which hurts. Hello, PMS Avenger. Welcome to the Galactic Cafe. This is science fiction stuff right here, guys. I mean, could you imagine this being around, you know, back in the 50s and 60s? I mean, that would have been fabulous, but This is stuff that they wrote about, like limb regeneration and all that stuff, you know? Treating oh God, that's my problem. Ooh, hypersensitivity. I have to use Sensodyne myself. Very cool. We have tested the mechanical properties of these regenerative tissues under conditions simulating real life situations, such as toothbrushing, chewing, and exposure to acidic foods, and found that the regeneration enamel behaves like healthy enamel, said Dr. Abshar Hassan, a postdoctoral fellow and leading author of the study, said in a Nottingham University press release. If you do not know, enamel does not naturally regenerate. Once you lose it, it's gone forever. There is currently no solution available that can effectively regrow enamel. Curtain treatments such as fluoride varnishes and remineralization solutions only alleviate the symptoms of lost enamel. Wonderful. I like it. See, look here. They're showing how they apply it and how it's rebuilding the teeth after 2 weeks of treatment. That's fantastic. Yay. Delta Airlines treats teens to free dream flights, inspiring many to become pilots and engineers. We have here at our community college a program to train pilots. So that's pretty fascinating. Every year, Delta Airlines hosts a special one-of-a-kind trip to place the heads of ambitious Black students squarely in the clouds. I'm sure it's not just Black students, but climbing aboard a Boeing 757 as it took off from Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport in Atlanta, 100 local teens were the latest passengers on Delta's Dream Flights program, a give-back initiative that introduced students to the concept of a career in aerospace and aviation. Organized in partnership with the Organization of Black Aerospace Professionals, or OBAP, the concept goes right back to the famous quote Whoopi Goldberg, that's interesting, said when she saw Lieutenant Uhura in Star Trek. I saw a Black woman on TV and she ain't no maid. She did say that. When I met my first Black pilot, that's when I realized I could do it too, said Delta Captain Justin Mustawasam. I hope I said that right. Now I get to show these students, especially Hayden, that they can follow the same path. 17-year-old Hayden Lynch was Watson as a program mentor, and years before he stepped on board Delta Flight 2025, he became smitten with aviation after receiving a drone for Christmas. At the helm was First Officer Dana Nelson, Delta's first Black woman pilot, hired in 2001. The theme continued with an all-Black cabin crew and co-pilot Lebo Makanine. I hope I said that. God, these names, I tell you. This year, your final destination was NASA's Kennedy Space Center on Florida's Space Coast. Once there, the students wandered around the next crane to see towards the ceiling to gaze at the collection of historic rocket shuttles and simulators used in NASA's mission past. The trip finished with a panel discussion hosted by OBAP aviators and astronauts on how to navigate turbulence, whether in the cockpit or in life. This year was the 25th edition of Delta's Dream Flight. They've transported and inspired more than 4,000 students throughout that time. That's great. Good job, Delta. Yeah, we need more kids to get into aviation, honestly. So, and you never know. One of these kids might be the next one, to create fuel cells for all of our space shuttles, or you never know. Oh my God, Ricky, really? Eee. Scientists discovered new bee species with double-like horns, names her Lucifer. Well, all righty then. Where were these found at? Damn, that's scary. She's got devil-like horns, but she ain't after your soul. She's only looking for pollen. She's Mega Chili Lucifer, a new species of solitary bee identified in Western Australia's Goldfields region by a team of scientists inspecting a rare wildflower habitat. She's also the first bee species added to the genus in 20 years, making the resident of the Bremer Ranges east of Perth a devilishly good reason to increase habitat protections in the area. This is weird. Okay, wait a minute. Is this a queen? The female had these incredible little horns on her face, said Dr. Kit Prendergast from Curtin University, who made the discovery at a time in her life when she had become a fan of a particular Netflix show. When writing up the new species description, I was watching the Netflix show Lucifer at the time, and the name just fit perfectly. Only the females sport these double horns, which could be an additional set of wands for reaching the pollen in certain plants or a defensive weapon. The full description of the species was published in the Journal of Hymenoptera Research. I guess that's the study of bees. In the area in and around where the bee was found also contains a aforementioned rare wildflowers, and along with these charismatic new bees, Dr. Pendergast suggests it should be formally protected and gazetted as conservation land that cannot be cleared. Fascinating. So the bees got a little horny. Just kidding. I'm kidding. 3 Bob Ross paintings sold for $600,000 at an auction in fundraiser for public television. Yay! Good stuff. Hello, my thing. Welcome to Galactic Café. Hope you're doing great today. Oh, that's beautiful. I always liked his snowy scenes. He always painted those really well. Beautiful. 3 works from Bob Ross's classic public television show, The Joy of Painting, raised over $500,000 for public television. Having relied for decades on endowment contribution and pledge drives of every tact and description, it was a brilliant idea that puts a brilliant man and his brilliant perspective on the arts back into the spotlight 30 years after his death. Oh my God, has he been gone for 30 years? Holy shit. I didn't realize he'd be gone that long. I think this actually would have been Bob's idea, said Joan Kowalski, president of Bob Ross Inc., the firm that manages his likeness, content, and collection of thousands of works that he painted on television in advance of the auction. And when I think about it, it makes me very proud. The auction came months after cuts to PBS and other stations were passed in the most recent budget. Yeah, BBB. But also as a pair of Bob Ross paintings touched and then surmounted 6-figure valuations, something very rare seen before. Straight Arrow News, which spoke with Kowalski, also reached out to Bonhams, which had seen a pair of Ross paintings sold for $115,000 and $95,000. In many ways, the gentle television painter was a singular figure, irreplicable, not only as a figure in time, but also in style and method. Ross paintings have always been conspicuously absent from the fine art auction circuit and rarely come anywhere close to these sorts of valuations. Yeah, because once you get one, you fall in love with it and you never want to get rid of it. And I've heard that some people actually pass them down in the family because they cherish them so much. But in light of the appreciation, Bob Ross Inc. will be auctioning Home in the Valley, 1993, Cliffside, 1990, and Winter's Peace, 1993. They were priced to start at between $25,000 to $30,000, but quickly went to the moon. The first brought $229,100. The second brought $114,800, and Winter's Peace went for $318,000. There he is. Give me that guy used to be in the military. He was so soft-spoken, you know? He used to yell at people. He was a drill sergeant. He was a sergeant. So, yeah, my kids are refinding his stuff. They find it fascinating. So beautiful. That's so great to donate that money to PBS. Fantastic. All right, let's go look at other good news of the day. Hey, I see Fantasia there. By the way, guess what we missed yesterday? What was the day in Back to the Future where the clock tower was struck at City Hall? It was yesterday. Save the clock tower. All right, moving on. 85 years ago today, the animated film Fantasia, conceived and produced by Walt Disney himself, was released. It was only Disney's third animated film, and though it featured Mickey Mouse in the role of the Sorcerer's Apprentice, it had almost no dialogue and consisted of 8 pieces of classical music conducted by Leopold, oh boy, Stoswalski. Hey, Sci-Fi Mombie security, behave! Including the Nutcracker Suite and Pastoral Symphony, 1940. I love Fantasia. The 2-hour movie was unable to make a profit that decade, but it was destined to become a classic and also the 24th highest grossing film of all time in the United States, adjusted for inflation. Up until Fantasia's release, movie soundtracks, LPs, and recordings of all type were presented in mono. Thanks to Disney and Leopold Stowalski experiment spirit, the engineering prowess of Bell Labs and RCA, at a great cost to Disney, Fantasia brought stereo sound to the masses via a multi-channel system that produced an aural marvel for audiences inside 13 theaters across the country. I know it's a cult classic. It's a beautiful movie. I love the music. I'm an orchestra nerd, that's why. More good news on this day. Hormel Corporation's Minnesota meat packing plant workers sat down on the job for 3 days, demanding higher wages in what was perhaps the first successful sit-in strike in American labor history, 1933. Andrew Simpson, a 25-year-old British model, was reported to be the first person proven to have been cured of HIV after only being prescribed daily supplements, 2005. Myanmar's pro-democracy leader and Nobel Prize winner Aung San Suu Kyi was finally freed from detention after 15 years, and she soon won a landslide victory in the national election, bringing an end to the military dictatorship with a new president and cabinet, 2010. 98 years ago today, the Holland Tunnel opened, connecting New York and New Jersey under the Hudson River. Consisting of 2 tubes and made a series of cast iron and steel rings bound with 19 inches of concrete running over 8,000 feet in length. It was designed by Clifford Milburn Holland, the project's chief engineer, who died in October 1924 before it was completed. It is both a National Historic Landmark and a National Historic Civil and Mechanical Engineering Landmark. The first tunnel under the Hudson was made in 1910 and was actually for railway lines, while the cars passed over on ferries. Eventually, this car traffic had grown to such a point that the boats were at full capacity, and so many of them took up space in the harbor that some freight started going to other ports in the United States. Groundbreaking took place in October 1920 after several revised plans finally convinced the federal government to fund the project. Ventilation was a key component of the design, and the Holland Tunnel was the world's first mechanically ventilated tunnel in the world. Cool. Rather than using caisson structures as is typically in bridge construction, the 6 tunnel digging shields were used, 4 for the New York side, 2 for the Jersey side. Essentially small pods of concrete wider in diameter than the tunnel bores. They could be inched along with the drill equipment to make the tunnel. At 4:55 p.m. Eastern Time on November 12, 1927, President Calvin Coolidge ceremonially opened the tunnel from his yacht by turning the same key that opened the Panama Canal in 1915. Approximately 20,000 people walked the entire length of the Holland Tunnel before it was closed to pedestrians at 7 p.m., 1927. 169 years ago today, Big Ben made its first bing bong outside the Palace of Westminster. The colossal bell struck and reverberated, as a London Times reporter wrote, like a potent poison that penetrates every vein in your body. commissioned by Sir Benjamin Hall, from which it took its name, and built by John Warner and Sons of Stockton-upon-Tees. It debuted at the foot of still incomplete clock tower. Still incomplete? Really? I didn't know that. Just after 11 o'clock, 6 or 8 sturdy artisans tugged lustily at the rope attached to the ringer inside. One reporter probably was describing the loss of control over his bladder when he wrote, "A liquid blow that flows your inner man in an instant of time." That's funny. That's funny. The Times reporter continued saying, "It attacks and tries every fiber in the muscle. It makes your bones rattle and your marrow creep." The bell's designer predicted the bell sound would sound a natural E, and many came armed with tuning forks and cotton fluff to stuff their ears with. The unanimous agreement afterward was that E had been perfectly attained. 1856. 43 years ago, a day, the Vietnam Veterans Memorial was dedicated in Washington, D.C. The haunting monument remembering the Vietnam War stirred controversy because of its modernist design, but the reflective wall has become a beloved memorial. I have seen it. And it is, all of the memorials are very awe-inspiring, but just to see all these people who lost their life in Vietnam, it's insane. The names of the 58,267 killed or missing in the conflict are carved in the rows on the 250-foot-long tapering slabs of polished black granite, with visitors fondling or tracing them onto paper. A jury of 8 architects and sculptors unanimously chose the design by 21-year-old Maya Ying Lin, an architecture student from Yale University, 1982. What? Really? Are you sure? Oops. 69 years ago today, the U.S. Supreme Court struck down Alabama's policy of racial segregation on public buses, ending the Montgomery bus boycott made famous by Rosa Parks. Civil rights lawyers filed a lawsuit in June, and a three-judge panel of the district court ruled 2-1 that the enforced segregation of black and white passengers on motor buses operating in the city of Montgomery violates the Constitution and laws of the United States because the conditions deprive people of equal protection under the 14th Amendment. Alabama and the city appealed, but the decision was summarily affirmed by the Supreme Court, which ordered them to desegregate its buses with an official written notice by federal marshals. 1956. Hey, happy birthday, Jimmy Kimmel and Gerard Butler. Wow, this is an interesting day. Happy 58th birthday to late night TV host and fan of free speech comedian and writer Jimmy Kimmel. Born in Brooklyn, the star of Jimmy Kimmel Live has hosted the Emmy Awards and the Academy Awards twice. After his wife gave birth to their second child in 2017, the cute little boy was born with a rare congenital heart defect and underwent a successful surgery at 3 days old. And a tearful Kimmel announced on the show his gratitude for healthcare professionals and the insurance that saved so many people born with pre-existing conditions. Jimmy was born in 1967. Gerard Butler, happy 56th birthday to the Scottish actor who gave up being an attorney after he realized he had no interest in something he spent 7 years of his life studying and practicing. Yeah, I could understand that. Yikes. In 2006, he starred as the Spartan King Leonidas, I hope I said that right, in 300, which is often described as his breakout role. I agree. And definitely the one that earned him a legion of male fans. Millions of females became fans the following year after he starred in the romantic comedy P.S. I Love You with Hilary Swank. Butler starred as Secret Service agent Mike Banning in the White House action thriller Olympus Has Fallen 6 years ago, opposite Aaron Eckhart and Morgan Freeman. He reprised the role in a sequel, London Has Fallen, and recently played Mike Banning again in the August 2019 film Angel Has Fallen, in which Nick Nolte played the father, who he shocked to learn is a munitions expert. So, happy birthday, guys. There's your good news of the day. So, what are we talking about? Go back up here through the chat. I like Gerard Butler in Greenland and How to Train Your Dragon. By the way, the live action was really good, you guys. It's on Peacock right now. Go watch it. It's really, really good. Circus. I am talking about work. Okay, cool. I won't talk about work. It'll bore you. Hello, I am talking about work. I hate people. Yeah, I get it. I get you. Snorter Poop is saying hello. Very stressful morning, but things are quieting down. That's good. I hope your day turns around. I was not even listening to the show at the time, just logged on. Okay, no worries. Wait a minute. Humanity's greatest weapon is farts. That is true. Silent but deadly. Hey, y'all. Sorry about that. Hold on. Hold, please. Having internet issues. Yep. Joy. Okay. So I have to finish up on here. That sucks. Camera. Nope. You need to be front facing. Hello. There we are. Yep. My TikTok went down too. Oh, man. Okay. So I have to figure out what's going on with my internet. So let's go through the chat and talk here. Oh, Ollie G. Hi, Boots. What's up, man? Great. Just fantastic. There. All right, that works. So let's see here. Wait a minute. Humanity's great. Farts. Yep. Absolutely. Uh-oh. Let's see. So no, my internet went down. Yeah. Thank God I have a cell phone. Isn't he out again at AB? No. What is going on here? Oh, no, he's not out. Let's see. There we go. No, not that I've heard of. So, oh man, I lost all my other connections. That sucks. Who cares about what? Talk about what? What are you talking about, John? I don't understand. Jimmy Kimmel's awesome, so stop. No, it's the 12th. Nope. I double checked it. It was yesterday. I thought he's so... Who self-deleted? What are you talking about? I don't get what you're talking about. What's that? What's KSC? I don't know what that is. Well, that still shows it's connected. I don't get it. Okay. Fred! You wanted to be an F-47 pilot? Oh, that's cool. Porthos! Yay! New Porthos. There you go, guys. Check that out. Where's everybody? Did you all leave? That sucks. I'm here. Oh, boy. Let's see here. Well, it went back to there. Oh, God. All right, hold on a second. I'm here. No, don't end. Oh, God. Sorry, guys. All right. Now I want to kick it. All right. I think I did it right. All right. My extra camera. I'm here. I know. Don't you hate that echo? It's so stupid. So stupid. Well, damn. Well, I guess I'll end early since everything is acting up. I don't know what's going on. I just saw the MediaCom truck down the street, so that might be, and I just noticed my work computer. So, oh boy. WB. I know, right? All right, guys. Tonight I am here. Oh, okay, cool. Of course, tonight we have Orville Thursday. Weekly. Hold on. Didn't want that yet. Stop it. Okay. Tonight is season 3, episode 4, Gently Falling Rain, where we find out that Talea is a bitch and she lied. Okay. And that happens a lot, unfortunately. But let me get these quotes of the day out because I did a good job on them. And I will see you all this evening beginning at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. All right. Yes, John, we are all looking forward to it. It's going to be great. All right. Yes, take care, Snorter Poopish. You're fantastic, man. It's good to see you. 2 words you won't use. What? What are those? What are words? All right, guys. Have a good afternoon. I will see you later. Later, party people. The weekly show that started it all will return Sunday nights beginning at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, 3 a.m. Central European Time. I host a show Monday to Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific, 10 p.m. Central European Time called the Galactic Café. Bring your breakfast, lunch, dinner, or a snack. Bring a beverage of your choice because it's 5 o'clock somewhere, and let's talk mostly about sci-fi. I host a show 5 times a week called Sci-Fi Mombie Studios. On Monday nights, it's Animation Domination Mondays. So join me at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, 3 a.m. Central European Time. Thursdays in the studio is dedicated to the Orville, Seth MacFarlane's amazing show. And me and the panel with Dark Helmet, JRC99 US, Alicia AVP, Jack Beers, and Miss Connie Cleary. We have such a great time reviewing all 3 seasons of the Orville plus the comics. So join us at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific, 4 a.m. Central European Time. I also, on Saturday nights, have a triple threat. We start with the Muppets at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific, 12 a.m. Central European Time. Later on Saturday nights, we are watching Star Trek, the original series, beginning at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, 3 a.m. Central European Time. And it's back. Saturday Night Live returned in October. So come join me beginning at 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific, 6 a.m. Central European Time. When Ted Season 2 returns, because it's in post-production right now, so will we on Wednesday afternoons. And if Mission Log the Orville Talking Ted returns, we will watch that as well. So watch our social media. We've added 2 new shows to the Sci-Fi Mombie lineup. Sci-Fi Mombie found what? And Sci-Fi Mombie didn't burn it. So watch our social media for updated episodes and scheduling. Sci-Fi Mombie Studios and the Sci-Fi Mombie podcast and all of our shows will never, ever personally DM you for donations. Doesn't work that way. But there are 3 legitimate ways you could donate to Sci-Fi Mombie. Send us a cup of coffee at ko-fi.com. Help us with some tech gear and other things at Throne. And we also have Patreon memberships. They're $3 a month. Go to patreon.com/user?u=8497235. Scan those QR codes. Sci-Fi Mombie is all over social media. We stream daily to Facebook, Instagram, X, YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitch, and TikTok. We're also on Patreon, Discord, Mastodon, Threads, Substack, IMDb Pro, Blue Sky, Pinterest, and Counter Social. And all of our handles are Sci-Fi Mombie. We have our own website at sci-fi-mombie.com. Send us an email. Check out our bio information. Check out our calendar of events. Look at Sci-Fi Mombie Security, how cute they are. And also sign up for our newsletter. So any improvements you think would help the website, email us, sci-fi-mombie.com. We have our own merchandise shop at sci-fi-mom-b.myspreadshop.com. Davi Kabiza drew our amazing original logo, and Dr. Omega has helped us warp it to all of our different shows. So we've picked a line of products that we thought that you would really, really enjoy. So slap one of these logos on there. Once again, sci-fi-mom-b.myspreadshop.com. Y'all are amazing. We love you very much. And thank you so much for hanging in with us all these years. And welcome to season 4. And we are proud that you are along with us. So keep supporting us, keep watching. And as I always say, announce the Orville and later party people.
Cosmic haze, lights flash in neon blaze, retro rockets start to soar. Sci-Fi Mombie wants much more. Sci-Fi Mombie breaking through the screen, chasing dreams in a technicolor scene. Warp drive set, let's explore the stars. Sci-Fi Mombie, no matter where you are. Binary beats and signals hum. Space age stories, here they come. With quirky charm and cosmic flair. Sci-Fi Mombies everywhere. Ray guns pop and galaxies twirl. Mombie's mind is out of this world. Sci-fi vibes that never get old. Welcome to the future bold. Sci-Fi Mombie breaking through the screen, chasing dreams in a technicolor scene. Warp drive set, let's explore the stars. Sci-Fi Mombie, no matter where you are. And galaxies twirl. Mombie's mind is out of this world. Sci-fi vibes that never get old. Welcome to the future bold. Sci-fi